getting back in the dating game. You're optimistic about meeting the right one. But after going on date after date with different prospects and not getting a second date, you begin to wonder, why am I not getting a call back? Am I saying wrong? Was there a red flag I didn't notice? If you've asked yourself this, you should order The Do's and Don'ts of Dating. In this book, you'll identify what the dating process should look like. What should I ask on the first date? What should I know and ask 30 days after dating them? What are red and green flags? How to date long distance, and more. Pre-order a new copy of Greg Davis's new book, The Do's and Don'ts of Dating, a guide of removing guessing and eliminating games. Order now at www.gregdavisshow.com. Again, that's gregdavisshow.com.
Welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. It's the day the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. And we say, send out prosperity. It's a great day to be alive. I'm Bishop Greg Davis, and welcome to Sunday Word. I'm excited about what the Lord has given me on today, and welcome to all of you that are coming in on Facebook, and those that are coming in on Clubhouse. If you would invite and share on Facebook, if you would invite and share on Facebook, and those of you that are on Clubhouse, you know what to do. Ping some people in the room. Ping some people in the room. It's a great day to be alive. No matter what's going on in your life, it is a great day to be alive. No matter what's going on. Let me say that again. It is a great day to be alive. Don't take life for granted at all, because there's an alternative to life, and it's called death. And I don't think any of us are ready to go. And over 660,000 people have died since this COVID disease. And it's just, as the old folk would say, I'm glad to be in the service one more time. I'm just glad to be here. And so ping some people in the room. I do have a word to share with you that I think will be very, very encouraging. So invite and share, and by all means, ping some people in the room. I want to talk about today. I want to talk about and full disclosure, there is a woman of God who comes on my prophets that we do on Sunday night. Mama, they call her Mama Big now, but Mother Jocks, she's been on Dr. Eve's stage for several months, and she's known in Clubhouse. But there's something that she's been saying, and it caught on to me over the weekend, and I wanna kind of share it with you all in a word of a prophetic word, but also a declaration that I want everybody to grab a hold of. I want everybody to, I don't know if y'all see Linwood, Angelica, y'all please invite people to the stage. The big is coming. Everybody decree and declare that the big is coming. The big, is coming. You are a moderator. I'm seeing moderator on this end. Yeah, I modded you in the beginning. The big is coming. The big is coming. As we go into the fourth quarter of the year, there are many people who get discouraged because you have not seen the manifestation of what it is that you have been believing God for, and it gets it gets discouraging when what you hope for at the beginning of the year, and if nothing else, when you got a report that things are going back to normal. We had great hopes of a new president, but then came Delta. And no one knew that there would be a political war on whether to get vaccinated. I'm not here to talk about that, to get vaccinated or not to get vaccinated. I'm vaccinated, but that's not the message. The message is no one thought that with 70 million people would not get vaccinated and Delta would come. Nobody planned for that. Because sometimes, again, as I always say, life can bring some blows and some things. So there are those of you that are watching and listening as we get ready to go into October, November, December. It is the fourth quarter already, Linwood, of 2021. And Dr. Eve, many people, what they do when you get this close to the end of the year, you just start planning for 2022. But I want you to affirm, Miss Richie, I want you to decree, Nairobi, Marla, that the big is coming in my life. When you affirm and decree something, the Bible says, if you decree a thing, it shall be established for your sake. The words that you speak out of your mouth, they are important. The words that you speak, they are spirit and they are life. What you want to see manifest in your world, in your life, the vibes that you get comes from your mouth. Yeah. Life and death are in the power of the tongue. If you keep saying, I'm broke, you'll get broke. If you keep saying that I'm sick, then you will get sickness. That's why you got to make sure that you have the right people around you. The right people help to carry what you say. You could have the wrong people around you. I was talking to somebody yesterday, and they were sharing with me how a family member did a horrible thing by taking their credit card and charging the credit card up, and come to find out it was their own sister. Yeah. You got to be careful who you share your life with and your stuff with and your words. And I shared with them, I said, friends will do you in, but family will take you out. Why family take you out? Because they know your moves. It's never a person on the outside that betray you. It's always the person on the inside. Betrayal only comes from people that know you. I can't betray you if I don't know you. I'm just talking to y'all today. I can't betray you if I don't know you. When you think about the people that have betrayed you, it's the people that you've shared conversations with. It's the people that you've sat down to eat with, the Bible says, that you shared sweet wine with. I used to ignore that, Angelica, the person you shared sweet wine with, because you start drinking at any point and you start telling stuff that you didn't even want to tell. You start saying stuff that you didn't even plan on saying. People say, oh, I'm not drunk. I'm just a little buzzed. Buzz can get a lot out of you. I'm not talking about that. So you got to be careful how when you make affirmations and you begin to decree things in your life, those things are real. Words take life. Words take They take on a life form. They have legs. They walk. You command your morning, as Cindy Trim taught us years ago, by what you say and by what you did the day before. You make affirmations. You affirm. There's some people in here that are watching, your love language is affirmation, but you need to be able to affirm yourself before any man, any woman come. So the big is coming. I caught a hold to that. The big. Somebody said the big is coming. The big. And the hand raising is on. Because that's the way we affirm on Clubhouse. You don't have a mic. Everybody don't have a mic. So you say the big is coming. If you believe that, then tap hand raising. If you're on Facebook, say the big is coming. I receive the big. But Bishop Davis, Bishop, bearded man, it don't look like the big is coming. And that's where we get messed up, Linwood. We get messed up in between the affirmation, the confession, and the declaration, and the actual manifestation. Let me say it again, because I rode the slow bus, sometime. So I'm gonna say it again. I said the big is coming, but what messes us up is, Bishop, you want me to say this, and I don't even have any strength to even say it. It's like a woman the Bible talks about, and it's in real life, who goes into labor and she gets ready to give birth. I hope I'm helping y'all. She gets ready to give birth, and she's so wore out from the labor pains that she can't even push. Some of you can't even say it because you're so wore out by life. People don't know that sometimes when you come in Clubhouse and you come in online on Facebook and all these different social medias, you're trying, and that's why I'm very cognizant of what I say and what I allow other people to say when I'm on, because sometimes people only just need a word that will take them through today and tomorrow. The big is coming. So when I affirm or declare or decree or make a declaration, I may not feel like it because I'm wore out because of all the stuff that have happened between, I say, the big is coming and the manifestation. If you have not gotten my book, you need to get it before this new quarter come in. I manifest. It's on my website, GregDavisShow.com. I manifest. That's the 2021 thing. And when I tell you I've manifested things, because I have worked what was already there. Manifestation is working what's already there. So I affirm that the big is coming. But then discouragement comes in from what I see. Or watch this, Nairobi. Watch this, Angelica, Quanisha, Linwood, the things I don't see. What happens? Hallelujah. I feel stirred a little bit. What happens with when I say the big is coming and then I don't see the big? It's not necessarily the negative that happens. It's the things that I don't see. That when I continue to decree and declare and say the big is coming, what happens when, Janelle, I don't see the big? What happens when what I'm saying don't line up with what I'm seeing? I want everybody to write this down, and I want you to keep this the rest of your life, because I caught a hold of this maybe 15, 20 years ago. I say it until I see it. Just because when it comes out of my mouth the first time, it doesn't happen, it doesn't mean that it's not a reality and it's not going to happen. Y'all missed all that. I could really go home. I could be done. I really could be done. Right there. I really could be done, Angela. I said, just because Miss Loretta, when it comes out of my mouth the first time, oh Lord, I gotta hurry. I don't see it. It doesn't mean that it's not coming. Daniel prayed a prayer and he was wondering, where is my answer to the prayer? And when the angel got there 21 days later, he said, I heard you. I heard you the first time you prayed. But there was an enemy, the devil, the enemy held me up. I was wrestling with your answer. I was wrestling with your answer. I was on my way. I don't know who I'm talking to. I'm talking to somebody that's watching me or listening to me, that your prayers have already been answered, but it is so big. It is so mighty that there's a fight going on to get it to you. So what do? I keep saying it until I see it. I keep saying it. Say it until you see it. I want y'all to write that down. I want you to put that on your mirror. I want you to put it everywhere. Say it, because sometimes you need to be reminded of what is over your life. So I don't see it, but I'm saying it. Have you ever seen things that you keep saying, and then all of a sudden say, girl, I said that the other day. Man, I said that the other. I said it, and look what happened. It is your God consciousness. The consciousness of God. You are saying things unaware that you say in the negative that manifest in your life. Watch it. In these next 3 months, as we prepare for October in the last quarter, watch what you say. Even in jest. I'm just playing. I have a problem with that. Now I'm talking about me. This is a detour. I have a problem with that. I have a problem with people that say, oh, I was just playing. No, you weren't playing. You were saying what you really wanted to get out of your mouth to me. You weren't playing. You just wanted me to know how you really felt. And you did it under the disguise of what you really wanted to say to me, but you were too big of a coward to say it to me. I hope y'all understood that. So you even, Dawn, got to be careful, Miss Richie, Loretta, of how you jest and play with people, because you will have whatever you said until you what? Till you see it. I don't see it, but I'm going to say it. I don't feel it, but I'm going to say it. Even if I got to whisper it out, I'm going to say it until I see it. In 1 Kings 18:41, 1 Kings 18:41, and I'm done. Prophet Elijah is in the picture. There's a famine in the land. There is drought. There is no water. There is no irrigation. Things are dry. If that's not enough, as you go into the next part of the chapter, the 18th chapter, 1 Kings, there's a war going on of the prophets. The prophets are battling, just kind of like on Clubhouse, you know. The prophets are battling. You call on your God, I call on mine. But the God that wins is Elijah's God, which is God. But in 1 Kings 18:41 is where I want to land this plane today. And Elijah said unto Ahab, what's the name of the word today? What's the word today? The big is coming. And Elijah said unto Ahab, get thee up. Elijah, the prophet, says to Ahab, the servant, get thee up, eat and drink. There's a sound of an abundance of rain. There ain't been no rain. There ain't been no rain. But there's a sound. There ain't been no rain. Ain't been no rain in a while. But you telling me there's a sound of rain and I don't see it. How you hear what I don't hear? How you hear what I don't hear? Let me land my plane. Let me take a detour right here. Number one, whenever God gives you something in the recesses of your mind, I'm gonna start a business. You're talking to somebody. Lord have mercy. I gotta get out of here. This is one of my favorite quotes that I've ever quoted. This goes in the top 10. Okay. This is next to the one I just gave you. I live off of these things. Say it until you see it. But watch this. Stop telling small thinking people your big ideas. Stop telling small thinking people. Y'all can take that and y'all can post that. Okay. Put my name on it. Stop telling small thinking people your big ideas. Marla, they not gonna get it, Dr. Eve. If I told y'all my testimony, y'all wonder why I'm here. I was talking to my daughter Marlinda. Y'all know Morgan, that's her daughter. I took them in when their dad died years ago, and Marlinda has went back to school. Marlinda's in her 40s, and she was sharing with someone that she went back. The person started crying and was so proud of her. She did it in secret. Only a few of us knew, because she wanted to. And there's some of you that are listening to me right now, watching me. You're ready to go back to school. But I was sharing with Marlinda. I said, I had thoughts of that about 10 years ago. But success has a way of carrying you. And I don't advise everybody this, because I don't tell much of my education background, because I don't want to discourage anybody from going to school. But that's not the way God. I barely went to school in my when I was in New York. My mom didn't send me to school. Truant officers was always there. Barely went to school. When I came to Detroit, they put me back a grade. Couldn't hardly write, couldn't hardly read. But I graduated from high school with honors, 3.8. Yeah. First one in my family to graduate from high school. I don't know how I made it here. College wasn't for me, but I didn't do bad. But I don't advise everybody that. You got to know what God is doing in your life. But I was so proud to know, but she didn't tell everybody. Stop telling, because people say, girl, why you need to do that? What you don't understand is what's so special about Marlinda. Marlinda is the chairman of the board for the Black meeting planners nationally. All the people that are hotel managers, Hyatt and all these different hotels, convention bureaus. She is the chairwoman, was the president, now the chairwoman, Black meeting planner. She is the event planner for Full Gospel. She is the event planner, only woman of I get the sororities mixed up. The Alphas, yeah. I don't know, Alphas. She does all my business. She has clients, but she's going back to school. How did she get there? God. Nothing but God. I'm saying that to some of y'all. Stop telling small thinking people your big ideas. They will kill it. They will shoot it. They will shoot it in the air. I know you're excited about what God, but they ain't excited because they ain't going to do what you do. People ain't going to do the work. See, the difference in me and a lot of people is I work. I worked my way here. Stop telling small thinking people you're big. Look at what it says. And Elijah said unto him, get thee up and eat and drink, for there is a sound of abundant drink. A word and a sound The word is get up, eat and drink. There's a sound of abundant rain. There's a word, a declaration always precedes manifestation. A word. He tells him, get thee up, eat. I hear sound. We're not going to do a sign. A word. A word. I hope y'all taking notes because I'm teaching. A word always precedes manifestation. What is the perceived manifestation here? There's a sound of rain. Boy, I'm enjoying myself. What is the perceived perception? What is the preceding word? I hear sound of rain. Rain's coming. It ain't rained in a while, but rain's coming. The big is coming. It ain't raining in a while, but rain's coming. I don't see a cloud. Rain's coming. Linwood, come here. My grandfather used to say, you got to have enough faith to get an umbrella, open it up, 90 degrees, no clouds in the sky, and look like a fool. And believe God that rain is coming. You got to believe God enough that you ain't got no food in your house. You set the plates and the table, and you sit there and believe God and wait. That's real kind of, that's that old. I said a word. The rain. Have you ever got a word before and didn't see nothing that looked like it? I just said something, Eve. Dr. Eve, I just said something. Have you ever got a word? I'm teaching today myself. Have you ever got a word and didn't see nothing that looked like it? Nothing that acted like the word that you hear. Thank you, Miss Harper. I said, have you ever gotten a word? Somebody say, teach, Bishop. Have you ever got a word before and everything around you didn't look? I'm going to heal you, but pain's still in your body. I'm going to heal you, but the report said cancer. I'm going to heal you, but the report said God said, I'm going to heal you. But everything around you, oh, yeah, don't look like, I said I was talking. It don't look like nothing, Quanisha. It don't line up with nothing that you heard or that was said. The second thing in here is there's a sound. Sound always precedes manifestation. A sound. You hear a sound. I hear sound. I hear something. What you hear? I don't hear nothing. I hear something. I hear I'm leaving this job. I don't hear that. No, because it ain't for you. You ain't saying nothing. This word was for Ahab. You ain't saying nothing. It's gonna rain. Ain't no rain, but I hear sound. I can't hear that. That's because I'm the one speaking and I'm the one God gave it to. I hear something. Isn't it funny that you can hear something, Miss Loretta, that's so far off for your life that nobody else hears it? Because you know why? It's for you. It ain't for nobody. It ain't for nobody but you. The word is for you. I hear sound. Not just of rain, but you can't miss the word. You can't miss the word here. You can't miss the word here, Dr. Eve. One word change anything. It ain't just any kind of rain. It's abundance. It's an abundance of rain. It's a lot of rain coming. Ain't no rain here at all. But when it's coming, the big is coming. The big is coming. Abundance means it's big. I know where I'm at, Linwood. Don't preach for me. It's an abundance of rain that is coming. 67 of y'all in the room. That is a word from the Lord. The big is coming. An abundance of overflow, an abundance of wealth, an abundance of inventory, an abundance of people going to your website and buying what you have to offer, an abundance of books being sold. I'm sitting at my desk at home. Those of you that are watching me. And yesterday I was so excited. Thank you, Paulette, for the seed. Thank you. Thank you. Bless you. That's how you do it. You give while the word is going forth. Thank you, Paulette. I got advanced copies, a few advanced copies of my book, The Do's and Don'ts of Dating. If you have not gotten it, you need to go get it. GregDavisShow.com. That's not what I'm talking about right now, though. The flyer's in there. But I'm simply saying, come here, Linwood. Come here. Let me tell you something, Linwood. This book is what I heard the beginning of the year. I heard it. I need to write a book of the do's and don'ts of dating. I need to write it. And then I saw ABC blocks in my mind. I called my young graphic guy. He couldn't get it. He's like, I can't get it. It didn't look right. I called my seasoned guy who had been with me for 20 years, Levon Lewis. Some of y'all sat in the masterclass out of Atlanta, and he saw it. I heard it. Y'all ain't saying nothing. I saw it in my mind. Are y'all listening to me? Am I boring? Because I only got a few more minutes. I saw it. I said the do's and don'ts of dating, but now I heard it coming. But now I'm holding it in my hand. The process of this book is evidence of what I heard and what I seen in my conscious, in my God consciousness. And now it is in my hand. And in the next week and a half, when the rest of them get in, it will be in your hand. Because often what God shows you is not just for you. Man, I hope y'all taking notes, because this is probably one of the best Sundays. I said often what God shows you and what he has told you is the rain that he spoke of and heard coming was not just for Ahab and Elijah. It was for the whole country, because there was a what? A famine. Yeah. So what you hold in your mind and what people cannot, y'all not saying nothing, and what you cannot see for yourself, y'all ain't saying nothing. It is for everybody. There's no assignment that God gives you, Dr. Eve, that is just for you. You're for it no more. You have been, the thing that you speak of and the thing that you hear is for everybody. You are called with the thing that you're hearing to deliver other people other than you. Oh, you'll get some wealth from it and some money, but lives will be changed. The reward of you sowing seed to me or sowing seed for the word is minimal to the lives that I will affect, that will continue even when I'm dead. I said the big is coming. I said, open your mouth and say the big is coming. The big is coming. And Elijah said unto Ahab, get thee up and eat and drink, for there is a sound of an abundance of rain. So Ahab went up, he ate and drank. He didn't sit there and bargain. He moved in obedience. Whenever you hear something, you do what? You move in obedience. He went up. Some of y'all sitting there, but watch this. He went up to Carmel, the high place. He cast himself down upon the earth and his face between his knees. And he said to his servant, go up now and look toward the sea. And he went up and he looked and said, there is nothing there. Don't preach for me, Linwood. Angelica, there's nothing there. You told me to come look. What happens? I'm done. I'm Baptist. I got 3 closings. That's my second one. What happens that when what you have said, what you have heard, what you have affirmed, what you have confessed, what you have decreed and declared, it's not there? Well, maybe he didn't tell me that. Maybe I heard wrong. Maybe Bishop and them people was wrong. Maybe my relatives was right. Maybe I'll never be nothing. I tell the story often of a dear friend, very close. They were very close to me. And they told me, Linwood, Janae, they told me, they said their high school teacher, when asked them, high school teacher said, what do you want to be? I want to be a nurse. Oh, you'll never be a nurse. You'll never be a nurse. You'll never be a nurse. You ain't got what it takes. And they believed it. They believed it. They said, I believed it. So I gave up on my dreams because of one person. And then I had a 6th grade teacher by the name of Harry Haynes. I'm talking back in the 70s. Bell-bottom pants, psychedelic shirts, hair permed, perm. His name was Harry Haynes. He looked across the desk at me and he said, Gregory, you're different than the rest of these kids. There's something great about you. I will never forget that until my die. He said, there's something great. He called out the greatness in me. Be around people that affirm you and call out the greatness in you. I don't care if you ain't got but one person around you. Find somebody that sees what you see, that believe like you believe. And I heard that the rest of my life. He was the same teacher that made us read as kids, Think and Grow Rich. I never saw him again. I'm sure he's dead. Never after school, but I held on to those words. The other person I told you about believed that the teacher told her she'd never be a nurse. But the person that told me, I believe, one word of negativity that was believed and one word of affirmation that was believed. Come here, Dr. Eve, come here. They both manifested. Oh yeah, they both manifested. Them not becoming a nurse manifested. And me becoming great. Because all I asked was God to make my name great. That's what I asked God that. I said, God, make my name great. Don't let me just be on the earth and you don't make my name great and you don't let me affect people. See, great names are not just great just because they're great. They're great because of things that they did. He says, I see nothing. In other words, you just told me that you heard a sound of abundant rain, but I don't see nothing. You told me go towards the sea. I ate, I drank, all that happened, but there is nothing. 3 words, there is nothing. Defeat. And Elijah said, go again. That's what I came here to tell y'all as I close. Go again. How many times? 7 times. Go again 7 times and look. You gave up too soon. Go look again. Marlinda came in the room. I didn't even know she was here. I just talked about her. Go again. Go look again. 7 times. No, I'm gonna do something else. I'm gonna do something else. That's okay. I'm not gonna do this. I'm gonna do something else. It's too hard. No. The big is coming. And some of y'all, October is coming, and you're about to give up. That's okay. I'm over that. You know, we in the beginning of the year made confessions and goals of relationship, and you said you were going to be in a relationship by the end of the year. You're gonna have a companion. So you mean tell me God can't do it in 90 days? There's a man on stage right now, Brother Linwood, was in a room and met his fiance. Was in the room, just like that. They getting married. Are you kidding me? God can do it in a split second. God can do it faster than fast, quicker than quick. But you know where you get discouraged, Janelle? We get discouraged in there's nothing there. There's nothing there. I just told y'all Daniel prayed and God heard him the first day, but it was tied up for 21 days. Hey, y'all, you got to recover from there's nothing there. You got to recover from not seeing. What did I tell y'all a little while ago? Say it until you see it. He told him, he said, go back 7 times. And when he went back, he said, oh, I see something now. I see a cloud the size of a man's hand. It's beginning to form. It's beginning to form. I see a cloud. I see a little small something. Don't despise small beginning. Don't despise people that just start. You know what I'm saying? He said, I see it now. Because that was small. They laughed at Henry Ford. Now everybody's driving a car. You're not saying nothing. What have you been assigned to heal? What have you been assigned to make better? What have you been called? You were not just born because your mama and daddy got together. I see something small. It's forming. It's forming. It's forming. It's forming. It's forming. I decree and declare to you, the big is coming. October, November, December. Coming attractions. Coming I speak it to you, Miss Harper. I speak it to you, Marla. I speak it to you, Tiara, Quandra, Janae, Angela, Janelle. I speak it to you. The big. It looks small now, Shanice, Katina, Benjamin, Diana. It looks small now. But everything starts small. Let them talk about you. Let them laugh at you. Because you got a little website with a few dresses on there. That's okay. There's a young lady that's on Instagram that I know. Her name is J. Renee. She just showed that she made $1 million. Opened up a little showroom. She was doing it from her house. Then she opened up a little showroom. Now she got a big showroom. The big is coming. The big doesn't start big. The big starts small and it becomes big. I hear a sound, I'm done, of an abundance rain. I don't see nothing. Go more, go. I can't tell somebody to go, keep going, keep looking. Don't you stop your vision. Don't you stop. I don't care if you meet the right one. I was telling somebody yesterday, you don't stop your vision because a man comes in your life or a woman comes in your life. That's more encouragement to do it. Let's be big together. Hey, y'all, the big. And it came to pass, and meanwhile, that the heavens was black and the clouds and wind. I'm in verse 45. Y'all ready? And there was a great rain. And there was a great rain. And it was so. He spoke it, he heard it, and the servant was obedient. The big is coming. Father, we love you and we thank you for the big is coming. Let us not get discouraged. Let us not get weary. Let us not lose heart. Let us not faint, because you watch over your word to perform it. And we thank you for it. Amen. The big is coming. Say it until you see it. I want those of you today, we give a Sunday offering. We give an offering. And here's what the Lord shared with me. I want everybody to get an offering in the form of 7, 27, 37, 47, 57. Don't go to 7. It's easy to go to 7. All right. But put something with it. Put something with it. 27, 37, 47, 17, 27. The number I really hear is 27. 27. Those of you that would, and maybe this is your virtual church and you want to You want to tithe, you want to give an offering, but this is a special offering. Those of you that would believe God for the big is coming. The big is coming. If you just coming in, you can go to Facebook and watch it when it's over with, or YouTube, Greg Davis Show, to watch the entire message. And I'm sure we're recording it on the app. Lord, I'm thinking, I'm sure we're recording it on Clubhouse. So those of you that would sow $, those of you that are on Facebook, $ Greg Davis 10. Somebody can give 107. Somebody can give 207. Somebody might want to give 700 and say the big is coming, wherever you are. But I want you to do it in sevens, 77, 27, 37. If you receive the word today, $ Greg Davis 10. PayPal, contact gregdavis@gmail.com. Givelify, Greg Davis Ministries. Zelle, Greg Davis Show @gmail.com. If you have Venmo, Greg Davis 1. Or you can look in Angelica's profile, and it is in her profile, the giving. Just swipe up and down, and you'll see it. Those of you that are on Facebook, the giving information is at the bottom. The big is coming. And I want you to title your seed, the big is coming. I share with y'all that the woman of God gave me that on our lives on Sunday nights. There's the giving information. Would you give? Would you give freely? You give freely. You help me do ministry. I don't have a church anymore. This is virtual. Some of you have shared with me, this is your time that you get a word. And I want y'all to continue to tell me that. Let me know that this is your time, that you get a word. Put it in the back chat. Say, Bishop, this is my virtual church because I'm working on something. This is my virtual church. This is my time to get the word. Y'all go in the back chat and tell me that. And tell me what the word has done for you. Sometime Angelica takes notes and put them back up, but I want you to sow that 27, 37, 47, 57, 17, whatever the case may be, because the big, I want, if you're just coming in, I want you to really go listen and watch this word, because I feel like it'll really help your life. All right. The big is coming. Father, as they give, I pray that you bless those that are giving today. No one go lacking for what they're giving. And that's 7. You told the servant, go 7 times and look, the number of completion. You don't just put numbers in the Bible for nothing, God. You told them, go look 7 times, which is the number of completion. So, Father, bless those that are giving. Bless those that are giving. I pray it now in Jesus' name. Amen. The big is coming. Sow that seed of 17, 27, 37, 77, 107. The big is coming. Say it until you see it. Affirm it. Some of you that are believing God for husbands and wives, you believe in God, you're getting discouraged. And you're releasing with your mouth that there's nothing, that all the men are bad, all the women are bad. They're not. They're not. It's just choices that we make because we get impatient. Go again. Put yourself out there again. Put yourself out there again. Get out there again. No, I've been hurt. No, get out there. Get out there. They're not coming to bust your door down. They ain't coming in your garage. They're not stealing your garage door. Open it. If you do, they call in the police. The big is coming. But until he comes, you work what you got. You work what God has given you. Because the big is coming. The Lord bless y'all. Thank y'all for your gifts. Continue to give. Continue to support. Make sure those of you that are on Facebook, you put your notifications on. Those of you that are on Greg Davis Show YouTube, make sure you put notifications on, and in Clubhouse. This is your word for the day. Do your homework. Go over the notes. Stop speaking negative. Remember, for the rest of this year, we're speaking positive because we believe that the big is coming. Thank you, Angelica, Dr. Eve, Cornisha, Angelica again, and all those that are in the room. I love you all. Our Sunday crew. Go in the back chat and let me know. Is this your word for the day that you get on Sundays? I'm working on something. Also, if you coming in late, you can watch it again, the replay at 3 all day long. It replays on Facebook and YouTube. And if you are not following my podcast, the podcast is being overhauled, and the things that you hear in Clubhouse will be on my podcast. There's over 100 messages on podcasts already, relationship and everything. Greg Davis, wherever podcasts are heard, look up my name. My podcast is being revived, starting with last week's Clubhouses, and they're being put out. All right. I appreciate you all so much. Go subscribe to my podcast on Apple, on those of y'all that got Androids, Spotify. It's everywhere. It's been there. I'm just reviving it now, more so for relationship. All right. If you're in need of somebody that can market for you, Angelica Williams at the top. She's helping with a lot of the stuff that I'm doing, getting it back together. Y'all follow her, and you need some marketing. All right. You're looking for the husband in your life. You need somebody to coach you, Dr. Eve. All right. All these people up here, they have goods. All right. Love y'all. The Lord bless you. The Lord keep you. This is our prayer. And don't forget to get my book. Woo-hoo! I got an advanced copy in my hand, and it is wonderful, y'all. So y'all been putting off. It's only about 40-something spots left to get signed, a signed copy. Now, y'all making requests and saying, can you put my name in it? I got to see about that, y'all. I'm going to do my best, all right? All right. I love y'all. Go with God. Go with God. Bless y'all.
Getting back in the dating game. You're optimistic about meeting the right one. But after going on date after date with different prospects and not getting a second date, you begin to wonder, why am I not getting a call back? Am I saying wrong? Was there a red flag I didn't notice? If you've asked yourself this, you should order The Do's and Don'ts of Dating. In this book, you'll identify what the dating process should look like. What should I ask on the first date? What should I know and ask 30 days after dating them? What are red and green flags? How to date long distance, and more. Pre-order a new copy of Greg Davis's new book, The Do's and Don'ts of Dating. a guide of removing guessing and eliminating the games. Order now at www.gregdavisshow.com. Again, that's gregdavisshow.com.